I've seen the Scott Agnes article here where he basically said that Caitlin Clark brings a dark side to the Fever and her fans.
The Indiana Fever are winning games, selling out arenas, and smashing viewership records. Yet beneath the surface of this remarkable surge in relevance lies a storm brewing, one centered around Caitlin Clark, the most electrifying rookie the WNBA has ever seen. A new report.
Indiana Fever posted this about Caitlin Clark to give the official what is going on with Caitlin's injury. So they said Caitlin Clark underwent further medical evaluations earlier this week, which confirmed that no additional injuries or damage was discovered. Clark will continue working with the medical team on her recovery and rehabilitation with the priority on her long-term health and well-being. There is no timetable available for.
From respected insider Scott Agnes has ignited a firestorm, alleging that parts of the Fever organization view Clark's overwhelming popularity and fanbase as more of a problem than a blessing. Clark, who has missed much of the regular season due to injury, remains the single most impactful figure in the WNBA today. Her presence has transformed the Indiana Fever from an afterthought to a media juggernaut.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness, she and the Indiana Fever accounted for 45% of all the broadcast value of the WNBA last season. She accounted also for helping drive the numbers of merchandising up 500%. Of course, her jersey was #1. And most importantly, I think people look at this and think she said no. That's not the case. She said she wants her first competition to be an Indy at WNBA All-Star.
Ticket prices have skyrocketed, merchandise sales have soared, and national broadcasts have shifted to highlight her every move. Yet, incredibly, some within the team's own walls seem to be pushing back. Agnes' report claims that Fever insiders are struggling with the intense spotlight Clark brings. Not just on the court, but in the locker room and from the stands. Her fans, devoted and passionate, have been labeled a struggle by team sources. Critics point to locker room friction and suggest that team chemistry has suffered since Clark's arrival. But at what cost would resolving that tension come? Clark isn't just a star, she's a one-woman economic boom. Since joining the league, Fever ticket sales quadrupled, and WNBA-wide merchandise revenue increased by 500%, largely due to demand for her jersey. When she missed a game due to injury, ticket prices for a marquee matchup plummeted by over 70%, clear proof of her financial gravity. Yet despite her massive impact, Clark has been the target of resentment and even physical aggression on the court. From off-ball hits to thinly veiled animosity in post-game comments, it's evident some players and league veterans aren't comfortable with how quickly she's reshaped the narrative. The situation hit another flashpoint when Clark was controversially left off Team USA's Olympic roster. The move drew public outrage, with many fans viewing it as more evidence of a league resisting her meteoric rise rather than embracing it. Official reasons cited team chemistry and experience, but few bought into that logic. Internally, there's also the unspoken tension with Aaliyah Boston, last year's #1 pick and former franchise cornerstone, now sharing the spotlight with a rookie phenom. While Boston and Clark have publicly supported each other, it's clear that navigating this dynamic requires finesse. The Fever now face a franchise-defining decision. Do they fully embrace the phenomenon they were gifted, or risk alienating the biggest fan base in league history? Any move to distance themselves from Clark, especially something as drastic as a trade, could tank the team's national relevance instantly. As one analyst put it, the moment she leaves, the Fever go back to playing in front of 4,000 fans and popcorn machines.